It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas
The countdown is beginning. This is not my idea to put up the Christmas music before Thanksgiving. Putting it out there. Yes, we're trying to get in there a little early this year. 33 days away from the big day, and for a lot of people, Thanksgiving week is the time they pick out, put up, and start to trim their Christmas tree. Too soon! But before you do that and put that tree up, you still have to pick out the right one, right? Especially when it comes to live trees. Nathan Bottoms joins us now, owner of Bottoms Christmas Tree Farm in Cumming, Georgia. Thanks for joining us this morning. And what's the first thing that people should look for when they're out trying to buy a real tree?
Well, thank you for having me this morning. It's beautiful. Welcome to Bottoms Tree Farm. We have, out in the field, we have plenty of different varieties. And when you're out there walking around, picking out that Christmas tree, use your eyes. That's the number one sign. Pick out the one you like, but pick out one that looks healthy to you. If you're in a field of all green trees and maybe a lighter green color, depending on what tree variety you go with, if you see one that may be a little brown or a little yellow, it may have a little health issue. And certainly I would try to avoid that one. But I would use my eyes to see what I think looks healthy and what looks green and what looks fresh. You can always do the hand test and check the needles, make sure there's not needles dropping. Especially with our fresh cut Frasers from North Carolina, that's how you tell if a Fraser is kept healthy and good as far as not dried out. And we try and give a fresh cut on every tree we get on the farm to keep everything fresh, keep everything lasting through Christmas. We are still before Thanksgiving, so it can be a little bit of a job to keep a tree fresh from now until Christmas, but it can be done.
Well, you mentioned different varieties. You have 6 different varieties there. So is one variety better than the other? Because I'm kind of partial to those little tight needles of I think you call them the Fraser fir trees.
Fraser firs are the Cadillac of Christmas trees for a reason. They're beautiful, they smell great, they're durable, they're hardy. They last until Christmas with proper care. What we grow here in Georgia is the Murray and Leland cypress. We also have Virginia pine, white pine, Carolina sapphire. And the Leland and the Murray cypress are both great trees. They're both hardy. They will last. They're very durable. They will be green at Christmas. We can guarantee that. And we have bukus and bukus of them here on the farm. We also have the Virginia pines and the Carolina sapphires. I would traditionally try and wait until after Thanksgiving to cut those, just because they do have a tendency to dry out and maybe turn a little brown a little sooner than the Lelands and the Murrays, and especially the Fraser firs do.
And you mentioned that we still have 33 days before Christmas and it could be early to pick one, but people will still do that anyway. So how can they keep their tree fresh and livable for so long? We're talking more than a month.
Get it fresh. If you get it at the source and you come out to the farm and cut one down, you can't get any fresher than that. But the key, once you get it home, is water, 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 and then more water. Once a tree dries out and the bottom of the trunk seals over, it's going to absorb water. It's not going to drink water. So obviously the freshness level will go down there. Another tip is they sell products. We sell it here at the farm. Miracle Grow makes one. Tree Life makes one. It's a tree nutrient that helps retain needles and helps keep the tree fresh. And the biggest, one of the biggest is heat source. When you take it into your home, make sure that if you have a vent where you're putting over the tree in the corner of the room, cut that heat vent off. Or if you have it next to a fireplace, maybe hold off on a fire a little longer than you would if you could, if you can, just to remove the heat source. And that will hopefully take out any drying aspect of the tree or help with the drying aspect of the tree.
Okay, so say we have the tree, we made it through Christmas. So what happens after the holidays? What should people do with their trees?
Recycle, recycle, recycle. Check out your local extension agents. Check out some big stores. Check out some groups. A lot of counties here in Forsyth County where we're at, there's multiple groups, the county, some larger stores in town. They'll offer a tree, bring it to the chipper, or day at the chipper, where they'll chip up a Christmas tree, make a big pile of mulch, and they'll turn around and donate it. And what that does is that mulch goes back into the soil and it replenishes and neutralizes the soil that's used. So it's all one big recycled circle that will continue to grow and prosper hopefully for years to come.